What's good, GoofTubers? It's your boy D, aka Moh'Fuggah, back again with some more Bullet Force action. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back for some more Bullet Force tours. I hope everybody's doing good. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. As you guys can tell by the title, going to give you guys a brief review of AK12. One of my, I don't want to say least favorite, but one of my least used weapon. I have used it, but I prefer other weapons over it. It's a good weapon. It's a good weapon. I like it. It's just that it's a little different. It's just not for your average gamer or player like me who will like to just go run and gun and stuff like that. We'll talk about that in a quick minute. Like I said, I'm gonna give you a review, but before that, the perks I was using, I was actually using what's the perk? Sneak. This is my one of very few first gameplay that I recorded like long time ago. Not a long time ago, freaking like maybe a couple of weeks ago, and didn't have a whole lot of perks like unlocked or opens that I could use. So I think I only had sneak at that time. So I was using sneak, so there was no like foot noise and stuff like that. So you guys can certainly use sneak for if you like and all the kind of good stuff, but that's totally up to you. But let's go ahead and get into this review real quick. First thing right off the bat, first thing that I would like to say right off the bat about this gun is that this gun is loud. For some very odd reason, this gun is loud. It's louder than any other freaking weapon that you will use in freaking Bullet Force. I don't know why. Like, it's ridiculously loud. I mean, that, I don't know. I have no idea why this weapon is like that. I mean, I'm assuming that something is up with the audio, the gun audio itself in the game, but it's off. It's ridiculously loud. But other than that, it's a decent weapon. Its stats is slightly higher and a little bit better in almost every department compared to your M4A1 and FAMAS, but except in hipfire department. Like, you can't really run and gun with this weapon. You know what I mean? So that's what I meant when I said this is not for every single person out there. I mean, it's a good weapon. You can certainly gotta use it, but when it comes to trying to just go and rush and run and gun people, this is not going to be your ideal weapon. So great weapon, like I said, good weapon. It can certainly get job done, but it's not going to be for everybody. I mean, you'll well off using freaking FAMAS or your MP5 or your MPX than this weapon to basically have upper hand. You know what I mean? But don't really have or want to compare the stats of this gun with any other weapon or like with the M4A1 or your FAMAS, because stats wise this weapon is good when you compare them with your M4A1 and your FAMAS. But the main problem with this weapon is that you can't really run and gun with this weapon. I won't say that's a problem, you certainly can, but thing is that when you try to run and gun with this weapon in this game, the aim down the sight plus the hip fire time is very slow. I won't say slow, it's slightly slower than your FAMAS or your MP5 or your MPX or your freaking M4A1. So if you are trying to run and gun using this weapon and you just want to just going in and trying to run and gun people and just annihilate everybody in your path, chances are you are going to get killed by a person who's using FAMAS or MP5 or MPX or hell even M4A1. You know what I mean? Because the aim down the sight, the time for aim down the sight and your freaking hip fire time is faster in those weapons compared to AK12. So who should really use this weapon? It's basically for people who semi-rush. What I meant with semi-rush is like rush to a point, see if somebody's there, shoot them from that distance, and then rush a little bit more and then shoot. You can't really just keep running and trying to outgun people with this weapon. I mean, it got better damage than FAMAS. It can certainly do damage, but when it comes to really like rushing and trying to run and gun people with this weapon, it's just not going to work well for people who are trying to use it. I'm not knocking on the weapon. It's a great weapon, but there's a way to use this weapon, and that is basically semi-rushing. So what perk should you use? I suggest you use FMJ on this one, and you don't really need to use extended. I suggest you use freaking rapid heal, and you can certainly use your rapid draw and your super strafe if you have one. Like I said, you don't need extended because this gun already have like a 30 plus bullets in a mag. You know, if I could be wrong too, but you can certainly use other ones as well. You can use 2 grenades. You can certainly use overpack perk. You know, take 2 grenades with you, and in case you were like in a gunfight and you happen to reload and stuff like that, you can throw a grenade and maybe kill people like that. So these are some of the perks that you can use, but you can certainly come up with your own thing and own ideas of the way you want to roll and all that kind of good stuff. So that's that. And I suggest you to use your suppressor. Reason why for me, main reason I'm using suppressor is because this gun is ridiculously loud. I freaking hate how loud this gun is. So that kind of cuts the loudness of this weapon. And other great thing about suppressor is that you won't be showing up on the minimap and stuff like that. So use suppressor. Other than that, you can certainly go ahead and get the job done with this weapon. Recoil is there's barely any recoil, so I mean you don't have to worry about that part. But yeah, man, with that being said, that's basically it in this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this brief review, just going over and giving little tips and tricks how to use this weapon, whatnot. And pretty sure you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you guys know the drill. Definitely drop a comment, subscribe, share, like, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, motherfuckers, yeah.